Hey everybody, Felix Stoppelbaker here. I wanted to make a quick video on just the real Google connection with EOS that has really been there from the beginning. And if we go back to during the ICO and even before, Block One was working close with people like Peter Thiel, who was an angel investor, had some early stock in Block One, advised them on some things early on, and then sold some shares and was rotated with some other people that could help with the next stage and next implementation that needed to be done with EOS. And you know, even from the very beginning with the ICO, they did a Dutch auction, which is just like Google did during the .com bubble. You know, EOS did that under Block One in the ICO bubble, and they were able to raise a significant amount of capital, and you know, people like Peter Thiel made that possible by advising them and showing them the things to do, and they've really been there since the beginning. A lot of people don't realize it, or may, you know, find out in the future that there was some sort of connection, and if you don't know that, that may play a factor in, you know, what you do. A lot of people follow people like Buffett and things and just kind of blindly do what they do. So, you know, I don't see a lot of people following Peter Thiel on this one, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense, because that instantly caught my attention. But I think that not a lot of people are taking that into full consideration, that there really is massive incumbents, massive corporations like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, these giant corporations that are interested in EOS, are working with and building on EOS, and it's just not something they put out there in the public every day. But if you're doing some research and you understand the players involved and the people and what they're doing, then, you know, this is a pretty obvious opportunity, and it's a pretty straightforward opportunity. You know, if you were to take full advantage of this, I mean, imagine if you would have bought Google right as it came out. I mean, and then, you know, held it for a period of time. You might have had to held it for a while, but the period of time you held and then finally selling, you know, you would have made a killing. Same type of thing is going to happen here with EOS. It's setting itself up for an absolute, just, I mean, the price that EOS will reach is nothing that any of us are expecting, even the pretty outrageous numbers. I think that when we start to see inter-blockchain communication and things really start to come over to EOS in a major way, plus things on EOS being successful, I mean, nobody's ready for the amount of money that's going to come into the EOS ecosystem. And I think that's, you know, rightfully so, that would happen because there isn't as many people as you know, you maybe think that are invested in EOS. And the people that do, I see them on Twitter all the time talking about how they bought some and then they just held on to it, you know, since whenever they've had it. So, you know, I'm figuring that's probably not over $1,000 worth of EOS, just based off of how they talk on Twitter. You know, I bought it and then just held it type of thing. I mean, they probably only had I would say not enough worth even moving, or it was just not a significant amount that they feel like they can just let it ride out and see what happens. And, you know, that'll be their best performer, obviously. And they'll wish that they had gotten a lot more, and everybody will wish they hadn't called EOS a scam, but that's a whole nother thing. So I just wanted to put that out there, how Google is really a focal point in EOS, and it really lends itself to the success that EOS has already had and the success that EOS is reaching for and, quite frankly, about to achieve. And so when you know things like that, you can really get ahead of, the rest of the world, really, because not very many people know about this opportunity, and even less are taking advantage of the opportunity. So I just wanted to put that out there for people who may think that EOS is done or EOS doesn't have much going for it, but there's too much to go over. So I just wanted to put that out there. Stoffel Baker out.